Hey there guys, it's Ara here, bringing the 22nd episode of my F1 2012 career. Today we're at Hungary. It's going to be a wet qualifying for Q1, Q3, and it's going to be fairly dry in Q2. And it's going to be a dry race, so we're going to have to set up the car for slightly wet. I just want to say, if you're new to my channel, I'd really appreciate if you could click my name above the video. Go check out my previous content. I post weekly F1 2012 career, just like this, casual commentary over the qualifying and race. And for these coming 2 weeks, I'll be posting daily as well, because I'm on holiday right now. So you can look forward to that, and hopefully that'll convince you to subscribe and help my channel out. So we're starting Q1 now, and it's really wet out here. I had to put a wet setup on, not too wet, but had to kind of cater for the wet conditions. And you can see I spun out straight away, very wet out there. But I couldn't compromise qualifying, because if I went for a dry setup to think of the race, I really wouldn't have probably made it into Q2 even. So I really had to put on a wet setup, so we have compromised the race a tiny bit. It might turn out that we might have to defend quite a lot in the race. And secondly, going on to the whole Mercedes move thing. As I'm recording this, I've just uploaded the the race video for what was it? I can't even remember what the race was. For the German Grand Prix, sorry. My memory's kind of crap. So I've just uploaded that, and I've only got like 2 comments on it so far for what decision I should make. So for now I've left it. I will be checking on it in between the race, in between this qualifying and the race. So the contract shouldn't have gone away by then. So I'll bring you my final decision in the race video that will be out tomorrow. So coming through on this flying lap, Maldonado there was getting out of the way, and just want to talk about that corner I just went round after Maldonado got out of the way, that long swooping left-hander. That was a really tricky corner. I think I felt the whole weekend it was sort of weird, because if you went offline then it was so much more wet than it was online. And here Kovalainen, needing to get out of my way, gets really close there, and through this section I was losing bundles of time at the AI. The AI were just so quick through this section. They just had so much more grip, and it just seemed like they could get the power on so much better than me. And so we're coming through, and I've gone fastest for now. We'll see. You'll see what I'm talking about in practice. Really, the AI had me every single time in Sector 2. Although I did have them in Sector 1, which was kind of weird, because I did have a wet setup in practice, because it was a wet practice session. So Duress has set the Senna's set the fastest time so far, and ooh crap, spin out. Lost my rear tyres there. I'm just going to replay it. Just lost my rear tyres, just accelerated a tiny bit too early there. Senna's gone fastest, even though it says Duress just there. And De La Rosa right in front of me, going wide a bit, using all the curves. Let's see what sort of time this will be. Pops me up just ahead of Senna by about 3.5 tenths. So I think we'll try again. I think we'll try another lap. Let's see, coming down this straight, and here's the corner I was talking about earlier. Oh crap, Kobayashi gets in my way. Ooh crap. And I've gone really tightly, and Kobayashi, really stupid there, just didn't get out of the way. I think that's another thing. The AI is sometimes a bit stupid in terms of getting out of the way. We've gone slower in that first sector, but we're still fastest overall. So I think that shows what I was talking about earlier. The fact that in Sector 1 I was just so much more faster, so much faster than the AI, but then they just clambered it back in Sector 2. Oh crap. Alright, we're just going to abandon that lap limb. Let's just keep with the time we've got right now. That chicane was also very tricky today in this qualifying, because it's just there's just no grip on that kind of, like, not apex, but the part where they paint the circuit for the actual chicane. Usually when in the dry you can kind of go over it with quite a bit of speed, but obviously in the wet it's going to be really slippery, because it's just water on paint, and that's just not going to go anywhere. It's not going to dry up or anything. So we're through to Q2, and as I said, Q2 is going to be a dry Q2. So it should be interesting to see where we come. Hopefully we can get into Q3. We've got a wet setup on, and as I said, we have to compromise that dry setup here in Q2 and the race. So maybe this will give us a bit of indication where we'll place in the race, maybe, if we see the pace that we've got in Q2. So going straight out, can't do anything about the setup, obviously part of firmware conditions. And it looks like a very green track, obviously, no rubber down, really, and I can already feel there's a bit of lack of grip right now. Definitely, it's a green track, obviously, because the rain's kind of washed all the grip out. But we have DRS and understeering there a bit. So on these option tyres, not going to fuss around with primes, definitely going to have to use the options because I've got a slower setup. Don't know what setup the AI will have. It seems to me that sometimes it's a bit unfair in terms of the AI seem to have a setup that is awesome in the dry and they can still go around in the wet, so it's sometimes a bit fishy how they can do that, and your stock kind of having to stick with one sort of setup. A lot of understeer there. It's not like I'd brake late there, just a lot of understeer. Definitely all the grips not down on the track yet, so I might have to go out again, not too sure. Let's see what the lap's like. So coming through this section here, I found all weekend that I was struggling with that corner I just went around in terms of just braking a bit too late. Come through the chicane, having to correct myself and really swerve left as I went over that bump. Come through this section now, the AI are really beastly through this section, so this is probably where they'll be catching me up in the race probably. It's coming through, getting a tyre on the grass. I don't know, it doesn't feel like an amazing lap, but we'll see. Coming through to the hairpin, just feathering the throttle now, planting it down, and we've got about half the curve saved up for the pit straight. Oh, going a bit too close to the barrier there, going wide, DRS open, curves. Let's see what kind of lap. 125.695. No idea that's going to be fast enough to get me into Q2 or Q3 or not. Don't know where it'll place, but we'll see. So we're going to go for another one. Going to change to mix 3 now. I forgot to change to mix 3 and that first lap, so this might bode well for us that we can go on mix 3 now. So coming through, and I'm already down to 4th, so definitely not going to be the fastest in this session. So now I've gone faster. I've gone faster by about 0.6 than my previous lap, and about 3.5 tenths faster than everyone. Vettel's just set the fastest time. Oh no! Now it's been beaten by Perez. So everyone's setting fastest laps now. So the track is rubbering in. It's getting very grippy now, getting away from that green stage. So people are setting fastest laps now. My HUD is telling me to pit stop right now, but I need to finish the lap. It's going to be a faster one, definitely. It's been a much cleaner one, and I've gone 1 second and 1/10 faster than my last lap, but that is actually 0.8 slower than the AI. So that's what I'm saying about I can go like a second faster and I'm still 0.8 slower than everyone else. So I was losing a bundle of time in that second sector the whole weekend. Recursing it, DRS. It's faster, but it's still not quickest in the session, but that'll do. I think we'll be through to Q3 hopefully. But right now we're in 5th, and let's just which time? Alright, so let's choose that time, just in case I have to go out. So we'll change it to 3 laps and lean, and we'll just I think we'll just see what the lap time is going to be like, and I'm all ready in case I need to go out. So I'm sitting 5th right now. So just rewinding through, Hamilton on pole currently. Actually no, not on pole, sorry, Q2, so Hamilton's just fastest in the session right now. And I think we'll be fine, so I'm just going to skip session. No point in just sticking around, and there we have it. I've stayed 5th. So we're all good, we're all through to Q3 now, and it will be a wet Q3, so don't know where we'll place right now. We've got a wet setup, but not majorly wet, so let's see what sort of track condition it will be. So I think we'll change the fuel, and it's not looking majorly dark out there, just looking out at the pits. So let's go for a flying lap, see what sort of conditions there are. Definitely intermediates needed, and I don't know, it's not very, like, it's only probably started raining now, so don't know. Ooh, crap, locked up. Wow, there's no grip. understeering cleanly off the circuit. Another double lockup. What the hell? Wow, there's just like no grip here. It's sort of like it. Oh crap! I spun. Front wing, tiny bit off. I'm gonna have to rewind. Bloody hell! There's like no grip on the circuit. It's like it's definitely not dry enough for like some dry tyres, but it feels like it's not wet enough for intermediates. As you can see, it's not really like majorly damp. My camera view is not kind of fogging up with the rain dots. It's not really wet enough for any wet tyres, but it's not dry enough either. So it's in that middle stage where it's just really awkward. So I'm gonna have to try and see if I can do a whole lap here, but that might be too much to ask. There's literally no grip. Coming through this first corner really slowly, down all the way to first gear. Cursing it down this straight, and this is coming out of the corner where there's so much understeer anyway. Jumping through, locking up on the left tyre, and lost the rears. Oh, I've gone spinning, and I'm just going to rewind that. Just lost the rear. I wasn't even putting any throttle in it. It's just the car just span by itself. Coming through now, gingerly, slowly. No, I've lost the rear again. And that, oh, I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it, guys. Really can't put a lap through. Don't know why. And the AI will probably put amazing laps in anyway. So we're going to start 10th. I'm going to decide just going to leave it. We're going to start 10th for the race tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow for the race, where I'll also be showing you my decision on the Merc switch. And I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. I've been Aravert. And please subscribe for weekly F1 2012 content if you're new to me. And enjoy the rest of your day.